Dr. Laura here for Testimonial Tuesday. So in the office here we have Jenni and Sloan. Just like to welcome you and thank you for just sharing your journey here in the office. Jenni, what brought you into the office initially?
Initially we had a new baby and things seemed good, but as the days went on she seemed to get much more fussy and fussier, and I had heard through some friends that chiropractic services on babies actually could really change their behavior and demeanor. So I was kind of at my wit's end and decided I'd give it a try. So contacted Dr. Laura and came in and had an assessment done.
Maybe you could share a little bit about you have other children, so you knew something was different. Maybe just paint us a picture of just what she was like prior to coming.
Sure. So I have two other children, and my first child was very colicky as a baby. My second child was great, slept all the time, and this one was bordering along the lines of my first colicky baby. So I knew she was clenching her legs up and crying and just seemed like she was in pain. She was never, if she wasn't sleeping or eating, she was crying, and it just seemed like she was never happy and that she was in pain. So I wanted to see if there's something that we could do for her.
So you came in her age.
Right now she's 2 months, but when we came in, she was 4 weeks.
4 weeks,
yes.
Okay. So you came in, we did our assessment, we did our report, and we adjusted her. What's changed?
So after the first adjustment, I noticed very subtle changes. The day of, she seemed to have a pretty good nap that day and had a bowel movement, a pretty good one as well. And then things were a little bit better, but not any real significant changes. But the following week, when we came for our second adjustment on the Wednesday, the Thursday after that, so the next day, it was like she snapped out of it and was just a completely different baby. She started taking her soother. She started letting me put her down. She was sleeping for longer periods. She wasn't crying nearly as much, if at all. And then it's just progressively gotten better and better and better. And as you can see, she's quite content
there. Can you share that milk drunk story with us?
Oh, yes. So after, I think it was our third adjustment, I had gone home and fed her, and she had completely passed out in that very notable milk drunk baby state, arms out up above her head and just out cold. And I'd never seen her that relaxed sleeping ever in her, I think she was about 5 or 6, probably 6 weeks at that point. I'd never seen her that relaxed and content sleeping. So it was just quite a turning point for us at that point to see
and
that.
And how has her changes affected your family?
Well, obviously with a happier baby comes a happier family. So when my husband gets home, I have more energy and I'm not in a negative state, and I just feel much more in tune with her as well, and just feel like I'm meeting her needs better. So it makes me feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing as well. So
what would prompt you to tell someone else about chiropractic, or say give it a shot? How would you explain what we do to people and encourage them to
well, for me, I can't imagine having to weather more of what we did. For really 5 or 6 weeks of that was more than enough. So if anybody has any doubts or concerns about their children, like I say, why not give it a try? You never know, you could end up having a complete 180 and wish that you had done it sooner. So,
well, thanks very much for sharing your story and your baby, and we're looking for moving on up and even better changes and a relaxed system all around. So thanks very much.
Thank you.